Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the HarlequinCoHO Invitational Tournament Round of 8. This is going to be Game 2 between AFKNinja and AlfonsRebane. AlfonsRebane getting to choose the map, which is, of course, Langres. Let's go ahead and get this replay started. So, on the southern side of the map, we have AlfonsRebane playing as his airborne commander, Crozius. Crozius, as you can see, has got airdrop smoke, air reconnaissance, airdrop supply drops, strafing run, and bombing run. So basically, he's got a paratrooper-less build here, relying entirely on supply drops and strafing run and bombing run. Nice aggressive build, I do like it. And in the northern position up here, we have AFKNinja, which is AFKNinja's Blitzkrieg commander. We can see not only does he have field pioneers right out capping stuff, but he has infantry pillage, flares, stormtroopers, manpower blitz, and heavy armor support. So a pretty straightforward blitz build there for AFKNinja. It looks like he's got some Volksgrenadiers coming out right off the bat. Could be bargain Volks, something like that, but we'll see exactly what he's got going on here. Meanwhile, engineers from Crozius just kind of moving out and capping some points here. He did not opt to go for his munitions point right away. Instead, sending both gentlemen to the left here in order to take care of these central capping positions. It looks like he has just began something as well. I'm going to swap to Crozius's point of view for a second here, and you'll see, yes, he does have some regular old riflemen coming out of there. And yes, lo and behold, we have bargain Volksgrenadiers for AFKNinja moving out towards the center after he capped both left and right. So let me go ahead and take a look at the mini map here for a second and get an idea where everybody's going. Pretty standard looking caps here for AFKNinja. He's kind of aggressively moving towards the middle, and it looks like AlfonsRebane's mostly going leftward. Hasn't made any approach at either this position or that position, which are often deep points in your enemy's territory you want to get, or this fuel or this munition. So at some point he's going to have to double back for all that stuff. Meanwhile, you can see that this often contested munitions point here is being captured by AFKNinja, and we do have venerable Volksgrenadiers, so really fast Volks opening for AFKNinja. If you're not aware, the bargain Volksgrenadiers are much cheaper and a little bit healthier, and the venerable Volksgrenadiers are also much cheaper and otherwise normal Volks, except for they move slower, but they have a little sprint ability that you can use to make up for it. Meanwhile, riflemen from Crozius over here on the left, you can see the riflemen, by the way, they've got 9% accuracy, 6% armor, 30% sight range. And AFKNinja is getting really deep into AlfonsRebane's territory here. You can see that his engineers are just kind of holding back as they can see that these troops are across the field there. And it looks like we do have an accomplished motorcycle as well. So 3 hero units back to back for AFKNinja. Accomplished motorcycles just being all around better than a regular motorcycle. And a little bit of light skirmishing going on over here at the left. It looks like his field pioneers backed away from combat with these engineers, by the way, who have the Minesweeper 50% detection radius and the large health regeneration bonus. And now we're going to see some motorcycle and pioneer on engineer action. Oh yeah, and look at that. He is using the motorcycle to force these guys out of cover, forcing them to run back in and just kind of basically pushing them all around with the motorcycle. This extra little bit of flair you can do with the motorcycle, very useful. Motorcycle definitely going in for the kill, but lo and behold, he does not know that there's an entire rifleman squad there. Unfortunately, charging in just a little bit too deep. They're getting a lot of shots on him at point blank. He really needs to get this motorcycle out of here. Constantly adjusting, trying to move. If it gets a damaged engine, it's certainly done for. And there it is, damaged engine. Oh, and no, sidecar explodes, and we have a flaming motorcycle just driving across the map there. Kaboom. A little bit of an accident there. Anyhow, so unfortunately losing his accomplished motorcycle, but while all that was going down, both squads of venerable and bargain folks are stabbing inward and capping this really sensitive munitions point here in front of AlfonsRebane's base and getting a heavy machine gun team set up. You can see, by the way, this heavy machine gun team has the 15% armor, which is an epic purple quality item there, and 15% extra damage. Really mean machine gun there. This is a very aggressive position right now for AFKNinja. AFKNinja really threatening to disconnect all of AlfonsRebane's territory. You can see he's trying to guard his flank from all of these riflemen by having this heavy machine gun team with his back against the wall. And it looks like AlfonsRebane dropping smoke in on top of the heavy machine gun team just to kind of reduce their armor and movement speed, and taking that time to get a nice looking flank right on top of this heavy machine gun team, taking a single casualty at some point in there, but charging and forcing that heavy machine gun to have to retreat. And now he's got a wonderful flank here on these venerable Volksgrenadiers who are looking a little bit exposed, and everybody is just retreating. And you can see the Wilson's riflemen coming out right now and putting some more pressure on the rest of these Volksgrenadiers here. So they're going to have to get out of there. Regular squad of Volks now firing away point blank. Rifleman taking a couple of casualties. It looks like 3 casualties here, 2 casualties here, but the venerable Volks are going to have to get out of there as well, as Wilson's Rifleman now moving onto the field. Wilson's Rifleman, by the way, come equipped with a Browning automatic rifle, and of course, who could forget the lovable Bazooka Joe, the bazooka-wielding member of that team. 2 riflemen now moving out by Crozius, and just check out what AFKNinja's been doing this whole time here. You can see that these Flame Pioneers have been just kind of walling off this area, as well as dropping some mines, so just a little bit of added defenses over there. Flame Pioneers, though, doing a little bit of damage, but they really have overstayed their welcome. They have got to get out of there, and yes, they take a single casualty, and they do get away. But meanwhile, the Wilson's Rifleman by Crozius now recapping some of these points. It looks like they were the small squad of riflemen was not able to take out this munitions point. Meanwhile, on the left, Field Pioneers continuing to just cap stuff, really disconnecting Crozius' territory here. We do have these engineers, really spread out engineers. That's a single squad, but just spread out all over the place. They're currently capping, taking extra damage while capping, retreating, but too late, losing an entire engineer squad. That's going to hurt him in terms of being able to keep up with caps. Meanwhile, we do have just these engineers trying to quickly recapture this munitions point, because that is a dangerous point to lose. We do have just standard Volksgrenadiers out here. Let's see, 16% health, 30% reinforcement cost, and 9% accuracy. So a very fast Volks backed by heavy machine gun team army here. I'm surprised, by the way, that he didn't opt for a Fatherland HMG team to follow all that up. Maybe we'll see that soon. But it looks like he just wanted to rely and get good use out of these heavy machine gun team army items. So for the time being here, it looks like still just a single barracks up for Crozius, and nothing else up for AFKNinja in his base. Oh, and there we go, Krieg barracks going up for AFKNinja in his base. And meanwhile, everybody else just kind of spreading out. Notice that when the combat dies down, not only do I look towards the bases, but the players look towards the bases and try and build their own things. Looks like Bargain Volksgrenadier is just about to encounter double rifleman squads at point-blank range. That's not good, but the riflemen kind of being a little bit coy. It looks like they don't want to necessarily engage right now, but they're well aware of each other's presence on the opposite side of that big hedgerow there. Central control right now for AFKNinja. You can see he's gotten most of this half of the map, kind of on the diagonal right down the road there. Just now finally losing this fuel point that he's been denying for AlfonsRebane this entire time. And you can see, once again, just going to soak up whatever casualties it takes in order to get this munitions point down. Really, if you can capture this and capture this strategic point right here, this long, thin strategic point really will cut all of AlfonsRebane's territory in half. We do have, looks like the MP40 upgrades are now activated for these Volksgrenadiers by AFKNinja. And just a lot of general firefighting kind of going back and forth. A little while ago, AFKNinja set up this single set of sandbags here, and it looks like he's building even more sandbags all over the place. He wants cover for his troops, no matter what the cost. Oh, and a hand grenade going off right in the face of these Volksgrenadiers. They are trying their best to cap this strategic point, but the Wilson's Riflemen are just pounding into them right there. You can see Bazooka Joe firing away, and no, he loses the entire squad. I believe that was the venerable Volksgrenadiers getting taken out. But it's okay, they're fairly cheap to rebuild, but unfortunately he did lose all of them just then. You can see even this machine gun emplacement is getting in on the action a little bit here. Rifleman squad's taking a lot of casualties standing behind this heavy cover here. Looks like that Flamethrower Pioneer was forced to retreat there, and just a lot of general fighting going on right now. Volksgrenadiers with MP40s chasing away Wilson's Riflemen, and you can see here now that the Bargain Volksgrenadiers, with a little bit of benefit of heavy cover, are able to just kind of capture this point right now. And as you can see blinking on the minimap, this long, thin point here is just going to cut all of AlfonsRebane's territory in half and deny him that economic income. Meanwhile, these were the riflemen by Crozius who were over here on the left. AlfonsRebane's riflemen here that were capping that fuel point are now coming back towards the middle, trying to get a little bit of a flank on. They do have reasonable cover here, but so do the MP40 wielding Volksgrenadiers over there. Meanwhile, heavy machine gun team just continuing to just spray this whole area with suppressing fire. We even have a flare in the front of the base. That's really annoying. You can see that his troops are very grouped up here and suppressed. Not looking good at all. Really aggressive forward positioning here by AFKNinja. Very frightening, and you can see right now that his Volksgrenadiers also were just walling off the rest of this place. So he has pretty well defended himself for any flanks for the time being. We do have a single motor pool up. During all of that, it looks like AlfonsRebane was able to get his supply yard up. Volksgrenadiers right now moving on out, trying to cap this victory point, threatening a 3 cap. And all of this territory that we see behind him now is completely disconnected. 5-line HMG team now moving up behind green cover. And once again, just to really solidify his position here, AFKNinja, knowing he's got nothing better to do with these troops, is just building defensive emplacements. And that is really hardcore, because it means that any troops coming up here have to take kind of the long way around, and they can't necessarily benefit from a lot of this cover. Walls this whole area off. Very useful, very useful. Anybody attacking from the front will likely get suppressed as they move left or right. For the time being, it looks like AFKNinja is now spreading back out. You can see him capping some of this territory that he lost early on. Going to get a humongous economic advantage. Looks like he did go straight to a Sturm Armory with a Kampfkraft Center, and I'm going to go ahead and swap up here to AFKNinja just to see what he's up to. Oh, he's got Vet 1 going on tanks and a fast Stug, so I think he knows he's got the fuel advantage here. Dropping Flare, keeping an eye out. And it looks like poor AlfonsRebane is just stuck in his base. He did back tech to a weapon support center. I'm going to swap to AlfonsRebane real quick just to see what he's making. Yes, he is making a mortar team right now. So he knows that at this point he has really no hope in trying to get out of here with, you know, I think while he's waiting for that mortar team, he could be popping some smoke here and trying to flank out and around. But it is definitely a very annoying pin at the moment. And little does he know that we do have, it looks like a Vet 1 Stug is now moving out on the field here for AFKNinja. AFKNinja right now, pretty strong control over everything. You can see he is not skipping a beat at all here. He really hasn't showed any mercy to his opponent at all yet. During all of this downtime, reinforcing this area here, making sure to have this whole place nice and neat and tidy so that when a counterattack comes, he'll be in the best possible position. Looks like now he can see that weapon support center, and now, okay, now he's noticing that the mortar team is taking some pot shots here. Looks like maybe some mortar bursts in this area, so he has backed away just a little bit in order not to lose too many troops to that mortar team. And check us out, even taking the detailed time here to deny cover. Whenever you put barbed wire in front of a wall like that, it means that behind the wall has green cover, in front of it does not, because the barbed wire pushes you away from it a little bit. Knowing that the mortar team has now scared him away a little bit, it looks like AlfonsRebane is going to attempt to break out of his base here. This is key. This is absolutely necessary for his ongoing survival in this fight. And it looks like AFKNinja may be a little bit too spread out here. Mortar shots are coming in right now. Mortar shot, it looks like doing a little bit of damage there. And let's see if he's going to be able to get out of here. AFKNinja, though, double Stugs right now. There is nothing on the field that'll stop the incursion of his Stugs at this point in time in the game. It looks like he's backing his troops up because he knows that there's just a lot of riflemen coming. He's trying to lure the riflemen into the range of the heavy machine gun team, I think. Wilson's riflemen now getting in really nice flanking position. This is what it's all going to come down to. You can see mortar team trying to support a little bit. First squad of riflemen getting very suppressed and killed by that HMG team. We now have a flare kind of revealing this entire area. Single squad of Volksgrenadiers keeping it real over there on the left. And now the Stugs are tapped. The Stugs are coming into the fight right now, really not even wasting time on any infantry, it looks like, just firing directly at that barracks. Going to see if he can't deny any forward resupply for his opponent at this point. The mortar team is firing away here. It's only got a single casualty. It looks like AFKNinja has been pretty good about dancing his troops around in the field so far. And we do have a fails anti-tank gun. It looks like Crozius panicked and got the quickest anti-tank gun he could find. Fails anti-tank gun, not that amazing, but you know, if you need an anti-tank gun in a hurry, you can grab that. And it looks like he is building another item there out of his motor pool, most likely a second anti-tank gun. Mortar shots landing all over there. We do have Vet 2 now up on the Stugs, meaning that Stugs do have the MG42 machine gunner on top of that there, making them a lot more effective against infantry. And here we go. Oh, a Duffy's anti-tank gun. Duffy's anti-tank gun level 5 gets free armor-piercing rounds. That could be key in this conflict here. Mortar team continuing to fire, not getting any more kills though, just a single kill there. Fails anti-tank gun, really pinned in his base right now. And AFKNinja just has a great spread all across the map here. You can see he's got his Volksgrenadiers, heavy machine gun team, Stug in the middle, Flame Engineers over here on the right, and now busting down his own defense emplacements here. It looks like his Stug is now coming in here, attempting to flank all of these anti-tank guns, and this might very well work. Both Stugs now, pincer attacking all around it. Flare is now up everywhere. Anti-tank guns taking quite a few casualties on the way in. You can see here that these Stugs are just pouring fire into these guys. We've got the first anti-tank gun. Duffy's anti-tank gun, no! Gets completely picked off from the rear by this heavy machine gun team. Both Stugs now firing away, and we have a GG from AlfonsRebane, which means that this game is over in lightning fast time. That is the Lightning War by the Blitzkrieg Commander, so I hope you guys enjoyed this game. AFKNinja is going to move on to the semifinals, and stay tuned for more games.